John Keller's ARCS design model. In the mid-1970s, Professor John Keller created an instructional design model to increase student motivation. The ARCS model was based on the expectancy value theory, which presumes that our people are motivated to learn if the value in the knowledge is presented. Motivation has been shown to increase student achievement by 30%. The ARCS theory contains 4 characteristics of learning and motivation. They are attention, relevance, confidence, and satisfaction. The first step was designed to capture student interest, thus stimulating the curiosity to learn. Attention is divided into 3 categories: perceptual arousal, inquiry arousal, and variability. Perceptual arousal is a type of curiosity that refers to reactions to stimuli. It can be broken down into 3 subcategories: concreteness, incongruity and conflict, and humor. It is important to provide specific, relatable examples. Using real-life connections increases student engagement by making concepts more tangible. Incongruity provides a deviation from the expected pattern. The best way to use this approach is through visual aids. Conflict provides the opposite point of view. This strategy requires the students to have some prior knowledge related to the topic. Students' prior knowledge can help or hinder a student's learning. Humor activates the brain's dopamine reward system, stimulating goal-oriented motivation and long-term memory. However, humor must be used with care. It can cause distractions rather than increasing interest in the subject. Another way to capture a student's attention is through inquiry arousal, which provides a deeper level of curiosity by creating a problem-solution situation. Inquiry arousal is broken into 2 parts: participation and inquiry. Through games, role plays, or other types of hands-on practice, learners become active participants in the learning process. Variability is an essential component to sustain a student's attention. Without variability in one's teaching method, people adapt or tune out. The second component of the ARCS model is relevance. Relevance is comprised of goal orientation, motive matching, and familiarity. Goal orientation is made up of present worth and future usefulness. Students are more motivated to learn if they know how the information will benefit them. Motive matching uses a student's motivational structure. Some students learn by setting goals and standards of achievement. Others have a need for affiliation or working in non-competitive situations. Combining cooperative groups and competitive activities makes instruction more appealing. Familiarity simply means make the material familiar and relevant. Provide concrete examples, use analogies related to the learner's work, and use familiar text. Use students' existing knowledge and skills. This can be as simple as using examples from settings that are familiar to the students. Have students share similar experiences and ideas. The third component in ARCS model is confidence. Confidence is based on learning requirements, success opportunities, and personal control. Learning requirements provide the recipe for positive expectations of success. Rubrics clearly define learning goals and evaluating criteria. Provide examples will also lead to an increase in student success and confidence. Provide challenging tasks that are meaningful and will instill confidence in the learner. The task should meet the needs of the learner and be based on a student's skill set and prior knowledge. A learning task will differ based on whether a student is learning a new skill or working on mastering a skill. In traditional teaching models, control is almost always in the hands of the instructor. Allowing a student to have control over the learning process will lead to an increase in student confidence. It is essential to provide problem-solving solutions and immediate feedback. The fourth component of ARCS theory is satisfaction. Instruction should be designed with satisfaction in mind. Students should be provided with opportunities to use newly learned knowledge as soon as possible. The 3 parts of satisfaction are natural consequences, positive consequences, and equity. Natural consequences are the rewards for job completion. Case studies, simulations, and experiments provide many opportunities for application of new knowledge. Use praise to focus on specific aspects of performance that will make a student feel good about their work. Positive consequences such as trophies and special privileges provide motivational feedback. In this lesson, created by Kara Thompson, the ARCS model is clearly represented. Kara uses false information to gain her students' attention. To provide relevance, she uses her trick to discuss why the activity is important to their daily lives. To gain confidence, the students were given a partner and the 5 W's to website evaluation. Students worked with their partner to identify and evaluate websites that they had used in the past. The guiding questions, collaboration among peers, and the choice of which website to evaluate all contribute to a student's confidence. At the end of the activity, students have the satisfaction of creating a usable list of sound websites that can be used by the students. This technology lesson contains 5 stages of completion. The ARCS design was used for each of the 5 stages. Each phase of the project was designed with student confidence and satisfaction as the ultimate goal. In my classroom, I would use an activity that I have completed in another class. I would begin by showing the students a series of pictures that I had taken around our school. I would then show them a narrative essay that I wrote about the pictures. We would discuss how I was able to write the story based on familiar items in the pictures. I would then have the students work together in pairs to write a story based on a new set of pictures taken around our school. Once that task was completed, I would have the students take their own series of pictures for another classmate to use to write a narrative.